I want to talk about something very, very huge with South Node and Scorpio, and that is this need to create drama. I mean, what is it about Scorpio energy that's all dramatic, all seeking this drama over here, this drama over there? Like, what is it about Scorpio energy? Well, the South Node and Scorpio, I have the South Node and Scorpio in my natal chart, and throughout my whole entire life, I have been drawn to drama, just drawn in by it, drawn into dramatic situations, dramatic people. I've created drama in my own life, in my own way. I have a whole video on the North Node and Taurus on my other podcast, the Cosmic Sky podcast, if you want to check it out. I recorded back March 8th. It's my first video in the North Node series. So I created drama in my life because I basically was pretending to be this Amenton person. Or excuse me, this Amenton later. And you go see in this podcast, I have a whole series on the Amenton series. I'm going to explain it very, very shorthand here. I'm not going to really, really go in depth. But I was pretending to be this very, very mad, you know, Lopez of the Amenton, male leader of the Amenton. And I was pretending to get mad at all these people and situations because of something that they did and something that I created. And oftentimes when I did, I felt like brain because I was, creating something so dramatic because I felt so good, like the emotions of it, the dark, down, negative, upset, rage, emotions of it is something that I was addicted to. I was like, wow, uh, this is so fun for me to do this. And I pretended to have three head officials that I was really, really mad at. They were Susan, Linda, and Daniel. And they did things that I didn't like. They basically told me what to do and how to run my event, and they weren't letting me do my own thing. And that was basically the issue that I created. And they were very, very critical of everything that I did and gave me a hard time about these things because they were, older than I was. I was just, I ended it at 20 years old. Um, yeah, 20 years old. The end of 2024 was when I said, I'm done, sayonara, goodbye, I'm done with the cemented thing. But so I created this drama in my life. And another aspect of this drama, attraction to drama. And I'm going to post videos from my original channel sometime. I posted videos. I got rid of them thinking that I wouldn't want them on there. I want them on there now. Videos of contemplations about the North Node and Scorpio and other things that I did on there. This won't be in this podcast, but it'll be on my channel. You know, um, dance moms. Oh my gosh, was I drawn to dance moms. I was drawn to the dramatic yelling and screaming and fights and arguments. I've always been drawn into fights and arguments growing up. Like whenever my parents would have political arguments, I would be like in it. I would be like it was entertaining for me. It was like a show for me. Like to see the drama and to see them asserting themselves and arguing clearly because there's something about Aries Sun people that like laugh at people when they fight. It's kind of a, interesting thing, but I find myself laughing when, people assert, when my parents assert themselves. It's just funny to me because, it's just they're stepping into their energy. They're expressing themselves and it's entertaining. I'm laughing. Oh gosh. Live time. Live time as I'm doing this, I'm getting a child abduction. Red Toyota Camry, dark tinted windows, black spoiled, no front plate, 12 years old with, oh gosh. Wow, this world. We have to evolve. We have to evolve. We cannot do this to people. We cannot hurt others. Like, this is an example of the old age and not the Aquarian age. If we just kind to one another and didn't harm another for our own gain, like child abduction, like harming another for your own gain, for your own gain, for your own benefit. That's what it is. Using the child and hurting the child. I mean, anyway, I don't want to go any further into that. Anyway, that distracted me from what I was talking about. I was like, what in the heck is that? Is there like a lockdown or something? Oh my gosh. Wow. In 2020, if I was as depressed as I was in 2023 and 2024 and 2025, wow, would that be hard. Thank goodness 2020 happened before I got all depressed. Oh my gosh. I just, I can't. Anyway. I digress. I'm getting back to what I was saying. So, yeah, I really, liked it when people fought. I laughed at it because, um, it was like, was fun to watch the show and it was entertaining for me. Like, so, I was drawn to, I'm gonna slow everything down. I was drawn to that fight, drawn to that argument, drawn to those arguments. And so, um, I was drawn to that growing up. I was drawn to a lot of drama. In school, I was drawn to drama because I was in special education and there would be kids that would be misbehaving and, all those things. And I wanted to be involved. And, like, I wanted to know what was being said, what was being done. I wanted to see the person angry. I wanted to, like this attraction to drama, this attraction to being in other people's business. And my North Node and Taurus is saying, guess what? Don't get yourself involved in other people's business. Just focus on your own stuff, your own life, and be peaceful and be present and be focused on that way. Like, that is literally my Northern Taurus. Like, get out of other people's stuff. Do not let that disturb your peace and your presence and your whatever. And I'm going to follow that because I really love my North Node placement. I mean, you kind of should because it's like your soul, path. So I'm going to adhere to that. Like, I'm not going to engage in others' drama and others' situations. And if I'm in a situation with a lot of drama, I'm not staying in it no matter what. I'm getting out of it and I'm prioritizing my own peace. I'm not forcing myself to stay in a dramatic situation. I am getting myself out of there. No matter what happens, I'm not going to let myself be sucked in by this drama. I'm getting myself out. I'm prioritizing my peace. So it's not like severe. I mean, I have my Mercury in Taurus. I have my, Sun in Aries, which, doesn't, moves on to the next exciting quest for life. Gemini doesn't like to get, I have a lot of Gemini, which is very intellectual, doesn't like to get caught up in the emotions of things. So I have energies in my chart to counterbalance it. But, oh gosh, I think that my moon in Libra is a saving grace. If I had my moon in Scorpio, I would be this intense, just powerful person that just wouldn't know how to control themselves. Like I just with who I am as an individual, I could not live with a moon in Scorpio. I could not for the life of me. So, drama. Like the South Node in Scorpio is drama, not the Leo theatrical kind of drama, like the melodramatic drama that I was talking about in my Leo South Node Aquarius North Node podcast today, but the just the dark aspects of human nature drama. And it's like it gives you an adrenaline rush, it gives you a rush, it's addictive. So well, you just want to throw yourself into this dramatic situation. And, you just create those situations in your life. Things don't happen to you. You just create these things. You just take a peaceful situation that's perfectly fine, and you get in there and you ruin it because you need drama, because you're just so uncomfortable with peace, with calm, with serenity. And this is what you're meant to be leaning into is the calm and the peace. And not make turning that calm and peace into a situation which is so negative, and then you just get pulled right back down that south node because you created because you couldn't evolve into just sitting with peace and being at peace with yourself. It's like, oh my gosh. I kind of relate to this kind of feeling. Um, and so when I was on the TikTok live just the other day, a couple of days ago, and I was speaking about that on that other podcast, I want to do that TikTok live again, even though it's against my values, because I just want to be this powerful person that's standing up for themselves and seeing drama. Like, I love telling people that it's not right. I love getting mad at people. I just loved being mad at my peers growing up in school. And, if I engage with this TikTok thing, then I would just that I would just re-engage with that. And then I just re-engage with getting mad. I'm trying to think of see here what I wrote because I wrote this. I'm gonna stick with these from now on because I just feel so guilty for doing that. I want as many episodes as possible. So yeah, I've covered that. Um, with this need to create drama in my life, need to get on there because I'm addicted to the drama. Because it feels fun to just get on there and say negative comments and, get offended and, whatever. And it's like, don't put yourself in situations where you have to defend yourself and fight. Like the thing is, okay, so this is me being humble and aware here. Very, very aware. Wow, I'm so aware that I'm saying this, that I'm about to say this. Like, it's good that you know your value, but actually, you have the choice of what to engage in. So are you going to be in a situation where you're going to have to defend your value all the time, like feeling like I have my value and I know my worth, but I'm putting myself in a situation where I have to defend it? Or can I just not engage with that situation and put myself in situations that are aligned with my values, that are peaceful, serene, calm, grounded situations where no one's threatening me, hurting me, yelling at me, being all dramatic, talking down to me, or whatever. Sorry, what will you allow yourself to engage in? What boundaries will you put up? That is what I want, the thing that I want to say here. So, it's about not, it's like, I know I want to not engage, but oh, it feels so fun. I want to do it again because I want because I want to feel that dramatic situation. Like, no. detach from that situation and choose to take your time and energy and spend your time and energy on things that that you feel good about, on situations that make you feel like a worthy person, that make you feel, where you can be peaceful, that you can be happy, that you can be content, like you're meant to lead into contentment and gratitude and stability and calm this lifetime. So don't keep putting yourself in situations because you just want to, because of this addiction, be- 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 because you're, addicted to it. Like, get out of the situation. So I will not. I very well could easily give into that temptation, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I don't want to, you know, have the lions hurt me any more than they have in the past. Like, I don't want to put myself into the lion's den. I've already done that. I'm not going to do that again. Like TikTok, I got a comment from somebody saying TikTok is a cesspool of people who can just say anything that they darn well please, even if it's totally wrong and unethical. And this person said, I streamed on TikTok, I was live streaming TikTok, and it was kind of very, I didn't like it that I had to tell people that this is not right. And, on my stream, maybe I should, maybe sometime on this podcast, I should literally record for you those streams and post these on this podcast for you to see my real-time reaction of I'm not gonna do it today or tomorrow maybe, but yeah, just this one person who wrote this really, really inappropriate comment. It's just wrong. Um And so, yeah, I was, so that's all I have to say on Scorpio South Node and drama in this podcast. I think that I said my piece on this. I think I'm going to, get off now, and, basically call it quits and enjoy the rest of my day with family. So, anyway, bye for now.